Good morning, it's Margaret Pat, and this is the University of Sewing and Facebook Live. Here we are. And Pat's with me. Thanks for joining me today.
Out of the heat.
I know, it's so warm outside. Muggy and warm, and everybody's complaining about it. Guys, Indiana has had the most gorgeous summer in forever. I can't even tell you the last time we had a summer like this.
This was great summer.
We have not had, most of the temperatures haven't been over the mid 80s. You know, really.
It's been
a
very mild summer.
It's been a very mild summer. We've had enough rain. Our grass hasn't gotten cooked. It's just been gorgeous in Indiana. So if you're somewhere else where it hasn't been gorgeous, I'm sorry. But, you know, I keep on reminding everybody that it's the middle of August. You know, what are we supposed to have? It's not supposed to be cool and, you know, just, it's not. It's supposed to be hot. It's summer.
Summer. It is. This is true. It's supposed to be like this when you go to
That's what I heard.
When you go to the state fair and it's muggy and hot.
Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. So anyway, we're super grateful. We have had a wonderful summer, and it's closing up. We're getting ready to come to the end. We are in mid-August, and I want you guys to know we have got a wonderful selection of classes coming up for the fall. We have a beginning quilting class. So if you haven't gone online and taken a look at our classes, please do that because they are filling up. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Maybe you want to do a really fun kind of quick day kind of class where you can get a quilt done. Mm-hmm. Dave, go ahead and show them that gorgeous quilt up there. That's our 3-yard quilt. The 3-yard quilt from the Christmas book. You get the book and you get a class, an all-day class with Cheryl, and you get to learn how to put this together. And they're going to have a lot of fun doing this. Now, you know what, guys? I'm going to just tell you, if you haven't gotten back kind of into the sewing thing, September's just around the corner. Make sure you get signed up for some sort of class this fall because there's going to be a fitting class. We're going to be doing that on September the 1st, and then I'll have some other ones put in the schedule here pretty soon. We're doing a coat class. Dave, did we bring the coat with us? I don't think we did.
Well, we were supposed to.
Wait a minute, no, it was on the top of the bag.
Oh.
It was. I know where to find it. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do. Why don't you tell people what we're giving away today, Pat?
Hello, everyone. Today, this is our giveaway, and what we would like you to do is put in, click share, and put in your comments shared, and we will send you this, or better yet, you come in and visit us, and we will give this to you, or we will ship it to you. All you need to do is put in the comments that you shared, and you have 24 hours to do this, and then when you are done, we will put all the names in a bucket and draw your name. Hopefully.
So it must be the Kathy Day because we've had 2 Kathys already share.
Well, thanks, Kathy's. And by the way, the classes, I've signed up for a couple of classes for myself. They're embroidery classes, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. But yes, classes, or I had to sit down and actually look through the list and I had to print out the list and circle what I could do. There are a plethora, and it would be really nice for you to come in and visit. The coat class that she's speaking of is every Friday in October, 4 Fridays, and it is going to be a wonderful class because this coat looks great.
So this isn't the one I was thinking. I don't know what we did, Dave. I think we must have left the whole bag sitting at home. So this is the coat. This is the class we're going to be doing. This is the coat. Now, this particular sample, I did line it. You could line it if you wanted to, but you don't have to. The way we're going to do the coat class is we're not going to line it.
I don't think you'll need the coat today.
No, I'm not going to need the coat today. Check out how cute this is.
It is adorable.
This is so cute. I love this coat. We have a lot of beautiful wools in the shop. We even have pink. So we have pink.
Beautiful coat.
And isn't it great? And this is what I need to stand over this air conditioning vent.
So if we had had the coat we wanted to bring, we could have showed you the different stages.
Yes. And that's, you know what I'll do, guys, is I'll go ahead and put a post on Facebook so you can see what it looks like. In where I'm at with it right now is I just got the collar put on and the facings, but I haven't sewn like the side seams or done any of the finishing hems or anything like that. So that's where I'm at with it. So I'll show you a picture of that. We'll put it on a mannequin so you can see it. And as you can tell, since I didn't bring it today, it'll probably be on Monday when I do that. So look for that. But this is going to be a fun class. I love to make coats, and there's a lot of techniques involved in making a coat. And
But it's something you don't have to be scared of.
no, everything's really, I mean, what's really funny is if you just know the techniques, it's kind of like sewing on knits. They're really intimidating until you know the couple of tricks to make it easier. And one of the things, like, I made this top, and you're coming to our fitting class eventually. Maybe not the next one, but we also do private lessons. So if you can't make a specific class and you see something, or you're thinking about a project you're working on and you're thinking, well, I don't know how to do this part, there's almost always somebody here in the shop who knows how to do it. So even if it is, you know, something a little bit different, a little bit out of our wheelhouse, there's almost always somebody here. If it's sewing related, almost always there's someone here who knows how to do it. So call us, let us know if that would help you, because you know what? It's so much more fun when you get the projects done.
It is.
And like you've always said, if you can be a good quilter, you can make garments.
Oh my gosh. You know something, you guys? It is so true. The level and skill that I see with most of you who are quilters, and you come in here, I'm not talking about, yes, I know some of you are beginners, but I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking those of you who've been making quilts for a while, and you come in and you bring these gorgeous tops in, and I'm like, wow, these are just amazing. And then you say, oh, I can't make clothes. The techniques for making clothes are not difficult. You need to know some tips and tricks. And the best thing I can tell you to do for yourself is if you can come to one of our fitting workshops and get yourself a couple of mock-ups that we can fit to you, and then you'd have like I do. I have this top, and I make it with sleeves, I make it without sleeves, I make it out of mesh, I make it out of a really nice stuff knit, or I can make it out of a sweater knit.
Ooh.
I just took a sweater knit and made my hems really wide, and did a really wide hem on the bottom of the sweater knit. And it was just a matter of having the right machine to do it. Now, you know, that's a thing. That is a thing. But you know what? We have the 62s on the bottom. We have a cover stitch machine that's only $13.88 right now.
It's a good price.
It's not expensive to get that machine, but if you want to be able to do these cover stitch hems, if you know the technique and you have that machine, you can do cover stitch hems. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. As long as you have a walking foot and you have a sewing machine, almost everything on a knit can be done on those two.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of this stuff. The biggest problem with clothes is it's really hard to fit ourselves. I can't see my back when I'm going and putting something on. You can't see yours. And so stop beating yourself up because you can't fit yourself. It's hard. It is not an easy thing to do. So just come to our fitting workshop and we'll fit you. We'll change your pattern for you, and you can go home and you can have what a lot of
And we make it fun.
Well, yes, of course we make it fun. There's chocolate.
Always.
There's always chocolate. Oh, we're out of chocolate, Dave. You got to work on that. So there's always something like that here. That we want you to succeed. We want you to have a lot of fun. And these classes are just one day. Not all of our classes, but this particular one is just one day. So it's the kind of thing, yes, you can travel here to come to it. Are you, in another part of Indiana? You can travel. And then there's our friends like Debbie Bean and Elaine.
Elaine.
Yes. Debbie's on.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. So you guys can travel and come see me. I'll let you. So anyway, we would love to see you. We would love to help you with any of these projects. And like I said, happy to do a private lesson, or you can come in for a class. If you are coming in from out of the area and you're not sure where to go for a hotel, as far as places to eat, we know all those.
So like with Debbie, she's closer now. Debbie just...
Denver is closer than Washington.
That's right. And there are direct flights from Denver to Indianapolis, and Debbie will pick you up at the airport.
There you go. She's probably just laughing over there. Okay. But we would love to see you. So if you wanted to come, that'd be great. So anyway, we have this great giveaway. Please share our videos. See, we have a lot of fun here, and we want you to have fun. And so we've got some great fabric to show you. And we have also, at the end of this, we're going to go back to our new revamped classroom. And we also have a really cool trade-in we just got yesterday. Yeah. You were like trying to figure out how you were going to get it.
Yeah, I was going to.
But it doesn't do everything your machine does. But this is a great price. It's really cool, and you guys need to look at it. So, okay, let's talk about this wonderful group of fabric. This is called Charisma. It is from Northcott. In Northcott, again, as usual, just hit it out of the park. This is a gorgeous line. I thought they should have just called it poppies. These are gorgeous, gorgeous poppies. And what they did with this is they did it in a couple colorways. This is on a beautiful cream color, which, by the way, we have the cream color. I'll show you that in a second. Then they put it on teal because everybody is loving teal these days. So check out that. Isn't that stunning? It is so beautiful. It makes me think of the Southwest a little bit.
Oh,
so I really like that. Now, check out the gorgeous teal to go with this. How pretty is that? It's got a little bit of green in it. It's got a bit of purple in it. And I just think this is stunning. Really, really beautiful. I'm just loving that fabric. So now we have our poppies a little bit more spread out. And guess who we invited to the party? Check out the little firefly. Is he not awesome?
Is that a firefly or is that a dragonfly?
Oh, it's a dragonfly. You're right. Okay. I was thinking firefly, but you're right. It's a dragonfly. Okay. So we have this cool dragonfly. Now, this one's really interesting. This is kind of it's yardage, but it's actually kind of a panel. So it is really beautiful. Now, we're going to have to undo more because it's just not going to cooperate, Pat.
I know, we're too
short. Is part of the problem. Okay, so check out this really beautiful little blocks down at the bottom. We've got our dragonflies flying amongst our beautiful poppies. And then this is using that gorgeous teal in the background.
This is beautiful.
It is really, really pretty. So check out, I just want everybody to notice this wonderful little check going on here, because now what we've got is that fabric too. So I've got that to go with it. So I told you we had the cream. Here's the gorgeous cream. This is really pretty. I really like the little bit of modeling in this. So this is Tuscana's Ivory. But it just goes really well with this line. Okay. Now we have to have a stripe. So we have a gorgeous stripe going on here. Actually, let's turn it this way for Dave. No. Oh, yep. There we go. So check out how pretty that is. Now check out the pretty leaves on here. This is one of the prettiest leaf fabrics I think I've ever seen. It's just gorgeous. It has a little bit of red going on in the back and so forth. to pull out that poppy color. So, and here's that red. Here's that red so that you have that. But we don't want to take and miss it. I don't know what this line is. Oh, it's just for the Charisma line. God, this orange is gorgeous. Really, really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Wow. It looks like somebody hand painted little areas of it. It's just stunning. Just absolutely stunning. Then they did the same thing in a yellow. I'll tell you what, these two colors are two colors that I don't frequently put in my stash. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you, if you were going to have a yellow or an orange in your stash, this would be a fantastic one to have. It is just going to really pop and be just so dramatic. You wouldn't need a lot, but it is really dramatic. It's very beautiful. I mean, just absolutely. I just do not know how they keep on getting better at Northcott.
These are beautiful oranges and yellows.
They're stunning.
And they add to the red when they've got them on the inside there.
They are really stunning. So we have this very unusual leaf, but if you look on the stripe, here is this incredible, I don't know, what would you call this? Ladies, help me out here. I don't know what to call it, but boy, that is, they're just calling it multicolor. But it looks like somebody did watercolors and used a bunch of different ones and let them melt into each other a little bit. It is, again, just stunning.
I see great binding.
Oh, man, yeah, for sure. Although that check makes me happy.
Yeah.
And to finish it off, we have our little dragonflies back again. They pull out all the colors. They have the background, and then they did that paint thing again in this. I really like that.
It pops so well.
Yeah, I wish they would have made just a cream just like that with that paint totally thing. Underneath. That's really interesting. Well, so you know what we're doing here. This is a really cool group of fabrics, and we got 3 different patterns for it. We showed you one already that we're going to give away today. So, and I'm just going to tell you, the center, this is just 3/4 of a yard by 44. So you've got 27 by 44 inches. So you can put whatever you want in this. And then they've got the great blocks around it. And then this is done again. Now they use the fabric that has this kind of striping in it. So, and I'm going to just tell you, the photograph for this is not as beautiful as the quilt is. The quilt is much, much more pretty. I don't know what happened with the photography here, but I just don't think it's as flattering and as beautiful. It sure doesn't bring out the richness of these colors. So don't let that fool you. It's really, really lovely. So what we're doing with this is we're making up a kit they have 2 different size quilts. One is a 66 by 66, and then the other one's 48 by 48. So we're going to have a kit for the smaller wall hanging, and then we're going to have a kit for the larger one. But we're also going to go ahead, and we have 2 other patterns. So the 2 other patterns, one's called Easy Squares. And this pattern we will also have available that you can just purchase it, because I like this pattern a lot. I think it's really cute. It's made up of 2 different blocks, super easy to do. And I think you will have a lot of fun with it. Any layer cake is going to work with this. So if you are looking for a fun, really cool project, that Easy Squares is going to be great. But we'll have 1 kit made up of that out of Charisma. And then we'll finish it up with doing this particular quilt. And this one's called Expanding Corners. And again, this is kind of oriented towards the panel, but you don't have to just use, again, because we'll have extras of that pattern. And you don't have to just use the Charisma fabric. It really will work very well for other things. This quilt is a nice lap quilt size, 56 by 60. This one with the easy squares is a bit bigger. This is more like a twin size, so it's 68 by 76. So again, that one, in my opinion, is just so usable for so many different projects. You could go and get lots of different lines of fabric and really make something very special out of easy squares. It's super, super fun quilt. I think it's really pretty. And as I said, all of these patterns, as long as you have some sort of, the other two, as long as you have some sort of panel or you make up some sort of thing to be focused into that center section, you're really set and ready to go, because those are really lovely. But I think this line is going to be very popular. We did not get a ton of it. And if you remember how Northcott works, when we get stuff from Northcott, they send us a limited amount of fabric and we can't reorder it. So if you like this,
you gotta get it.
You better get it. So it's pretty special. We'll have the kits online later today, I think. I think I'll have time to get to them, although as soon as I say that, we get busy. Yesterday was crazy in here. And I thought I was going to get a lot of stuff done. But hopefully by the end of the weekend, we'll have everything online for you. But I wanted you to see this because it's a really special line. Okay, let's go and take a walk back. We've only got a little bit of time left before we have to open the shop. So beginning quilting class, it's starting to fill up, guys. Make sure you sign up for it. So, all right, let's go back here. And the reason I'm taking you for a walk is that we did a revamp of our classroom. Now, for those of you who've been here before, you might remember there used to be a big piece of wood across the middle of that wall. So we now have the wall painted. It's beautiful, but there is something hanging on the wall. We have a 85-inch TV set up there. So we are going to be able to really put things up here for people to see. It's going to be a great addition, but check out what's below the TV set. This is what I was telling you. Look what we got him for a trade-in. Somebody really wanted that 790 Pro. Okay, we have now a 770 Plus CAFE Special Edition. This is ready to go home with whomever wants this. It's a beautiful machine. We've got all of the stuff that came with it. You've got your embroidery module with the case. We've got our trolley for the sewing machine. We've got the really cute little cover for it. We've got all the feet.
And how many stitches are on this?
Not even 500,000. It's unbelievable. Not even 500,000 stitches. It's pretty close to being brand new, guys. It is in unbelievable shape. And I just realized she never took her plastic off her screen. It's never even had the plastic taken off the screen. It is a gorgeous piece.
Did you already say why she even traded it in?
I did say that she wanted that 790 Pro. She wanted the 790 Pro. She wanted that laser light. She wanted to be able to have the new features. I mean, doing all the 5 lines of lettering on the 790 Pro is just amazing. And that is something that, you know, we don't talk about a lot, but I mean, when you go and you have the self-threading, the lighting, you have all of the stuff that you know, it's all there. So do you want to come in and take a test drive on the 790 Pro? Or maybe you want to take a look at that 770. It is in gorgeous, gorgeous shape. And you know what? Even the desk that's on, Dave didn't probably mention this, but the desk that's on, we're selling that too. That's just just a table? It's just a table. It's just like a typical work desk, you know, so meeting desk, something like that, and it's only $40. So if you need a desk, that one's nice. But it doesn't have you know, we have the cabinets to put the machines in so that you can raise and lower them and things like that. So those are all a thing too.
Maybe you should make a quick mention too. I saw you working over at the Thread this week.
So we just got in a bunch more Isocor thread. We also have filled in a lot of new, we're trying to get all of the Isocor threads, but I probably mentioned to you guys before, it's a little bit expensive to do that. So I've been adding to them as I can, but we've now got a pretty nice selection. We don't have them all, but we will eventually have them all. They're getting there all the time. I usually try to add, every order I try to add 2 or 3 more. So it's getting bigger and bigger. We're gonna have to revamp this whole thing. For those of you who don't know, our alterations and tailoring part of our business is getting ready to wrap up and finish up being part of our organization. So we won't be doing that anymore. And once that happens, we'll have that area where the tailoring has been going on, and we're going to expand into that area, putting all of our sewing machines and cabinets over there.
And have all the long arms on display.
Everything. Well, we have all the long arms here.
But even on the
miss.
studio frame, we're going to have a 10 and a 5, plus the sit downs,
didn't
plus
tell me
the
that.
Pro
No.
series.
He's
We're going to
out of
have
his-
them all.
He's crazy. No, we aren't going to do that. So he's crazy. No. So
He's thinking bigger.
well, he
Like
might
they
unless
moved
he's going to
completely.
expand the building. No, we're not doing that. So we're going to put all the sewing machines in the first room. We're going to take and be able to make this area. Well, I mean, you
bigger
already
classroom?
see the classroom
Oh.
looks like it's 10 times bigger than what it was. It's really not, but it's just not as packed with stuff.
Yeah.
So that really helps.
I like the TV on the wall. That'll be
It's-
great for Zoom
It's
classes.
gonna be wonderful for all of that. So hopefully we'll get that all squared away. We have a few things we need to work out with it, but I think it's gonna really help. So everybody, have you signed up yet for a class?
I have.
Yay. All right. Okay. So get ready for a class. Oh, this afternoon from 11 o'clock on, we're doing open sewing. So you
Come
can
on
come
in.
and you can come hang out with us. So hopefully, I know one person's already going to do it. So we'll have people here today. So if you're not busy, we hope to see you. And I can't think of anything. Oh, I do need to tell you something. All of you probably looked at the email and went, Margaret, what happened to the RJR fabric you were going to show off today? Well, I thought it was going to be here, and the shipping stuff happened like shipping stuff does these days, and it's not going to be here till next week. So you'll get to wait a week, and I'll show you that line's really, really pretty. So I will show you that line when it comes in. Don't forget to look through the clearance stuff. We had a bunch of people buy all kinds of apparel fabric this week, and a fair amount of things ended up as end of bolts. So take a look at that too, because we'd like to ship it to you.
Do I look for that under search and just type in into bolts? Or
You
EOB?
can put EOB in the search engine, but you can also go to the fabrics and you'll say shop all fabrics. Click on that button, and then there's a section that'll be fabrics on sale.
Okay,
So
thank
you'll
you.
find them there too. So we're always adding things to that part of it. And remember, our clearance is a really, really good deal because you get 40% off of any of the fabrics. It's a really good deal. So your typical 12 to 13 yard fabric is going to be between 7 and 8. So it's a great deal, and they're good fabrics. I mean, we're talking RJR, we're talking Northcott, we're talking all those kind of things end up eventually, you know, if we have some leftover pieces from a line, they'll end up in the clearance section because we want you to get a great deal, and we need to make space in our shop. So it works for both of us. Dave, take a quick peek at this, and these are all the different panels and things. We want to make sure, you know, I was telling you on those patterns how you could use different things. Well, we've got some really great panels, and if you didn't care for Charisma, maybe those weren't your colors, there's plenty of other things you can use those patterns for.
Absolutely.
So, okay, everybody, we are going to need to get going. It's a couple minutes till 10, and it's just you and me for the moment. So we got
Mary Catherine's here.
Did she get here?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't see her.
Would you like to introduce her?
Where is she at?
Let's go that way.
She's
Come on.
She's hiding. She's so cute.
She's waving from afar.
So, say hi to
Do I make the
everybody.
cut today? I've never made it on Facebook Live.
You did today.
Oh my goodness,
So this is Mary Catherine. She works for us, and she works both in the tailoring and on the retail side. So she's going to help us today on this side.
And why is she in town?
Why am I in town?
I know.
You're going to IU?
She's an IU student. So one more IU student coming through like we like to have them. We enjoy having young people here. It brings a fresh energy to the shop. So everybody, if you're thinking, oh, it's too hot to do anything today, come and shop at the
One more thing
University
about
of
Mary
Surrey.
Catherine. We have to say, Mary Catherine, what do you sew on at home?
Oh, I sew on a Bernina. Of course. I sew on a Bernina. Of course, I got it here.
And she was able to get a really good deal on a used machine and a used serger.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's set up and ready to go. I'll tell you what, the used machines really are very affordable. So if you're thinking that that's what you want to do, we can help you out with that. All right, everybody, we're going to get the store opened and we're getting ready to go. And I hope you have a fabulous Saturday, but come visit us. We'd love to see you. And we'll see you next Friday for Facebook Live.